This is the fastest way to receive unexpected money in 24 hours or less. This is Jake Ducey with JakeDucey.com. Let's dive right into this video. So before I share with you this technique that's been around for a very long time on how to attract money into your life, the first thing I want to say is, what were your immediate thoughts when you heard or you read the title of this video? The fastest way to receive unexpected money in 24 hours, within 24 hours. Well, we've been conditioned by our world to immediately call BS because we associate the word money with time. Well, to get the amount that I want, it's gonna take a lot of time. Albert Einstein said that time doesn't even exist. So why do we project our own limiting beliefs of time onto money and therefore use logic to actually block it from us when Albert Einstein himself said time doesn't exist? It does not exist in the physical world, the material realm, or the realm of money either. So this is what you do. Anyways, so there's a story of an Indian guru, and the guru is out talking in front of a lot of people, and everyone's sitting there listening to this guy, and he's sitting up there and he's got his robes on, and the guy in the audience notices he's got a bunch of gold all over him. Gold necklaces, gold, it's all over. So he goes, "Can I ask you, why do you have so much gold on?" And he said, "Gold is God's money. It's the most original and longest universal currency or symbol, just a symbol of wealth." The guru continued to say to the man, "If you want more money, what you do is have more gold. So if you want to make an extra $10,000 a month," he said, "have $10,000 worth of gold, because you're going to start vibrating that frequency." Now, you probably don't have that much in gold at your disposal. So I want to share with you a technique designed to mimic this process. Now, this is just a fictitious story of an Indian guru, maybe. I heard about it. It could be true, it could not be true. But the point is the same thing that Jesus says in the Bible. To those that have, more will be given. To those that do not have, even the things that they have are going to be taken away from them. So the guru's saying, when you start having God's wealth, when you start having the amount of money that you want to attract, what happens is, because the outside world is a holographic mirror of your present level of consciousness, you bring more money to you. The quote in the Bible I just referenced says, "To those that have, more will be given." When you have the money already in consciousness, more will be given. And when you do not have, even that which you have will be taken away. When you're in the consciousness of not having abundance, not being able to attract abundance, you're limited for this reason or that reason, you're in the consciousness of not having, and you're going to attract more circumstances and situations, i.e. your bank account, your check, all these things that match this level of awareness, this program level of consciousness. So I thought, okay, here's the secret. Use a prompt. So as much cash as you reasonably can carry. Now, it wouldn't make sense to carry too much cash, not a safe thing to do, but simply it could be $100 bill. And you put that $100 bill either in your wallet where you're seeing it all day, or you wrap it around the existing denominations that you have. And you might say, well, I don't even have $100. if that's the case, whatever denomination you can come up with, even if it's a single dollar, the point is that it's a symbolism, it's a subconscious prompt reminder that you already have the money that you want to attract into your life. You already have it. So if you have $300, take whatever you can take and wrap it around it. But as quickly as you can, get to a denomination of, say, $100. And when you get this, when you have the money, set the intention to attract this amount or a multiple of it. I said multiple of it because you might be like, well, I only have $1. So you could use it as a multiple of it. So if time doesn't exist, which we talked about earlier, Albert Einstein said that, time doesn't exist, then technically the reality of you already having that extra $100 or that extra $1,000, the number doesn't matter because then it's all just energy to the universe. On the little micro, we may be like, well, it's 1,000 or 100 or it's 10 or it's 1. The amount of money that you want doesn't matter to the universe. And just to the simple fact of the economic system, more is printed every single day. The fractional reserve system allows the bank to take $1 from you that you put in your account there, and then they can lend $9 out for your $1. So it's more money is created out of nothing all the time. In fact, there's no money on your credit card. The money, the credit that's created, the money that is pumped into the economy from you using your credit card is based off of the IOU, off the fact that you'll be able to work to pay the credit card company back for the money that never existed in the first place. So money is very much just a metaphysical, beyond physical, as anything else, meaning metaphysical, beyond physical, that the results of it aren't defined by the physical realm, meta being greater than. And everything is greater than the seemingly physical circumstances of our lives, because nothing's physical anyways. If you look at a wall, you think it's full of atoms, but an atom is 95 to 99% empty space. So whether it's the wall or whether it's $100 that you want to manifest within the next 24 hours, you want to manifest an entirely new income for yourself, lifestyle for yourself, whether in 24 hours or your desire to recreate your entire life, right? And your financial life is, over the scope of 365 days. Either way, that money that you want is just energy too. Money is made of atoms too, and if an atom is 95 to 99% empty space, then the essence of money is beyond the physical realm. It's just energy. It's just God energy. It's just consciousness, just like anything else. Now, the universe has endowed you with consciousness and mental faculties, a mind, a brain, where you can harness and direct this universal consciousness. It's called consciousness. Science proves that your consciousness creates reality from the observer effect, which is where quantum physics, they started taking atoms and they found there was these things smaller than atoms called subatomic particles, and then they started taking these subatomic particles and then they're looking at these subatomic particles. Sometimes they would exist, sometimes they would be invisible and not exist, so they were called particles, meaning they were physical, but then waves, meaning sometimes they didn't exist. A wave being a wave of energy that's beyond the spectrum of energy that your eyes see a certain wavelength of energy. It's called visible light, and that's reality. So somebody says, you can attract more money. You can do it in 24 hours. Do a thought experiment and see. You might go, well, I can't do that because of this. The reason why you cannot do it is all based off of two things. Thinking your physical world is ultimate reality and ultimate possibilities is like thinking you are your fingernail. My fingernail is like 0.01% of who I am, right? What you see in this physical reality is about 0.01 of who you are and all the possibilities. Because by naturally, at least 95 to 99% empty space is an atom, and an atom makes up everything. So 95 to 99% of this reality is actually determined by things we cannot see. What is this empty space? It's consciousness. It's just energy vibrating at a frequency we can't see. We can't see it, so we say it doesn't exist, because throughout history we've said, what exists is that which I can see. So we say, just because I can't see it, oh, it doesn't exist. The money's already there. But you have to have it in consciousness first. And this guru's, saying, yeah, I got all this gold because now I have it in consciousness and I attract the material paper equivalent of money back to match that. Whether that is a real thing that this Indian guru did or not is irrelevant, but the point is it all leads back to the same thing that Jesus said. To those that have, more will be given. When you're in the consciousness of having the money already, you're going to attract it. So I say, take a denomination, whatever it is, wrap it around your money and put it in your wallet. And as you do that, say thank you. Thank you that I've attracted this amount of money in record time. If time doesn't exist, you're expressing the gratitude for having it already. Albert Einstein said that. So if time doesn't exist, then that would mean all possibilities already exist in the quantum field, in this field of intelligence that has all the energy we can't see. That's the quantum field. It's a field of intelligence that has all the energy that makes up reality, but just all the energy also that's beyond visible light that we can't see, but it's still happening. Because if time doesn't exist, it has to be happening simultaneously. And then science says energy is never created or destroyed. So if energy is never created or destroyed, that's further proof if everything is energy and energy is never created or destroyed, then everything you want, the money you want, they attract within 24 hours, it already exists because energy is never created or destroyed. That reality of you having a different financial life and more abundant financial life already exists now, but your consciousness has to start being in it now. And then that's what's going to pull it from the quantum field. And then things happen quickly. It's like, have you ever been thinking about somebody before, and then all of a sudden you get a phone call from them and you haven't talked to them in 6 months? That's called intention. That's called consciousness. But why would that only why would paranormal activity like extrasensory perception, like being on the same page with someone or communicating with someone from around the world, and you're like, I was just thinking about you and you called me, and it's like, you basically create it with your thought. Why would it only exist for things like that? It should exist for money too. If money is just energy, people are just energy, so money is just energy too. Therefore, you should be able to direct your consciousness in order to bring new circumstances and situations into your life. And so I'm excited to hear about the money that's going to come into your life, and it technically has already come into your life because it already exists. It didn't go anywhere. All the realities that you could ever possibly experience are all pure potential in this quantum field, in this energy field, this field of intelligence that we can't see it. You can't see it all because we only see a little bit of visible light, just like you blow a dog whistle and you can't hear the dog whistle, but you know the dog whistle's real because everyone told you that it actually works and you can see the dog respond to it, so you just assume it works even though you can't hear it. That sound is beyond the energy your ears can hear. Well, there is energy beyond what your eyes can see, and that energy holds the possibility of you having the money that you want, because money's just energy. So I'm excited to hear about you using this thought experiment. Get the best denomination that you can and practice expressing your gratitude that you already have it. Close your eyes for a moment and imagine having that amount of money showing up into your life, that you have attracted it into your life, and see what type of results your mind is actually possible of. Most people stop themselves from even doing it because they say, it's so impossible, I'm not even going to try. This is so stupid, I'm not even going to do it. This sounds like such a scam, I'm not even going to give it an opportunity. There is just no way. So that's a closed mind that's attached to the past. It's attached to reality. But really, it's just a mind that's attached to visible light. What I invite you to do is have an open mind, open to all possibilities. And that's what's gonna let in the real miracle working power of the universe. And it's gonna suspend your disbeliefs long enough for you to try on new thoughts. And these thoughts aren't gonna have any resistance because you suspend your disbelief, your old belief systems, you're suspending them, just like you go into a movie and you suspend your beliefs about the character being Angelina Jolie. You don't just, right when the movie starts, like, no, this is so not believable, that's Angelina Jolie. You know, you suspend your disbelief about who she is in ordinary life so that you can try on the experience of this movie, and suspending your disbelief is what allows you to have emotional reactions. It allows you to go on that journey. Similarly, suspend your disbelief so you can go on the journey of a path that you never thought about, that money is energy, that your thoughts create energy, and that if money is energy and your thoughts are energy, that you could pull new opportunities to you in the next 24 hours. So come back and share your success story down below. Maybe you watch another video that I've done on a similar topic. If so, or just at some point in your life, whether it correlated to this video or not, you've had that happen. Within 24 hours, you have attracted more money, a check, and a new job opportunity. That client that said no changed their mind. Like, something happened. Even if it had nothing, maybe you didn't even watch my video first, just share it down below. Because it's gonna open up so many more people's minds to the real exciting possibilities that are actually just right at your fingertips right now. This is Jake Ducey with JakeDucey.com. If you really want to amplify that power, I created a success hypnosis. It's right there down below, JakesHypnosis.com. You can listen to it for a couple minutes before you start your 24-hour thought experiment to see how much money and new opportunities you can attract into your life in the next 24 hours as a thought experiment to see how much do your thoughts actually control your financial life. Yeah, we can all agree that thoughts create reality. We can talk about it in that term. It's, you know, on the photo frame of the candle in the bathroom, and it says thoughts become reality, and it's cute. But if that's true, thoughts create reality, why wouldn't they create your money situation? And if time doesn't exist, why couldn't you create something very quickly? Because it would technically already exist if time didn't exist. And that's what I'm asking you to consider and try on. But if you want to amplify that, JakesHypnosis.com, it's my free success hypnosis I made to retrain and rewire my subconscious mind, because I noticed I had all these limiting beliefs about money that were blocking me from attracting success into my life. And it's right there down below. It's JakesHypnosis.com, and you can use it for free to retrain and rewire all those belief systems so your subconscious actually becomes something that helps you bring more abundance into your life. It's JakesHypnosis.com right there down below. So go ahead, use this thought experiment, come back and share over the next 24 hours what you attracted. So comment that down below and let us know. Be sure you hit the subscribe button, the bell notification right over there. The bell notification is what notifies you for new videos. So even if you're already subscribed, just double check that you've actually hit the bell notification. Otherwise, you might not get notified for new videos. Large sums of money comes to you quickly and easily. Money is just energy, and that you are one manifestation of this energy that makes up money. It makes up walls. It makes up everything. You can call it God. You can call it the universe. You can call it consciousness. Alan Watts says you can't get wet by the word water, but you are one with that. Therefore, you're meant to have enriching, awesome experiences, to have freedom. Therefore, it's perfectly divine and right and natural for you to have money. And if time doesn't exist, let's see how powerful your mind is, and let's see what types of opportunities you can attract to yourself within 24 hours. Can't wait to hear about the success right there down below. Hey, I'm gonna pick one winner of the coolest story, and I'm gonna give one of my programs, The Second Mind. I created a software to rewire my mind so that I could train my brain to live from my goals rather than living from my past. And I'm gonna give one of it away to the most awesome success story. So comment that down below and I'll be reading them all through. Can't wait to hear about them all. Thank you for watching this video. You are more powerful than you believe. Suspend your disbelief. And let's see what cool things you can attract right now.